Hi, this is Mike Pyle. I'm here today to talk a little about Pega and how we use Scrum. This presentation is designed to introduce a little book that I wrote called Scrum at Pega. You should have a copy of the book. If not, then speak with your manager and make sure that you get your own copy to keep and to use. We expect that everyone who works in engineering at Pega will have read the book and will be committed to following the best practices that the book lays out. We're not trying to teach you Scrum here. There are other resources that can do that. Rather, we're trying to give you the context in which we decided to use Scrum at Pega, to highlight the way we operationalize Scrum, and to make it clear what aspects of Scrum we really value and which you should make sure that you understand and execute really well. In addition to the book, there is also a Scrum community site on the Mesh, where you will find additional resources that can help you to get the most out of Scrum. So, let's get started and look at some history, which should help us understand why we think Scrum is important.
Hi.
One of the references in the book is to a white paper that was written by the engineering manager at Salesforce.com. Now, Salesforce competes with us in the application development space and also in CRM, and is in many respects a company that has grown in a similar way to Pega. They're maybe a little ahead of us in their journey. You should check out that article. It's referenced in the book. Now, when I read that article, I realized that it could have been written about Pega. There were so many similarities. See, Pega was tiny for many years. We were blessed with an engineering team that has experience and talent. We didn't need process. We had great ideas, we kicked them around in a room, and then we just made them happen. Growth tends to stifle that kind of agility. You can't get everyone together quite so readily. Everybody no longer knows everything. Specialists develop. Things that were once easy suddenly don't just happen. You quickly realize that you need some kind of process discipline to keep things on track. Now, heavy process discipline, like the government standard specification processes, also known as waterfall, or heavy document-driven processes like RUP, which is the Rational Unified Process, can also be stifling. They also have some fatal flaws. They divert cycles and resources away from the real goal, which is the product, and they make it hard to adapt to change. Pega is in business to help other businesses to adapt to change, and it would make no sense for us to use processes that prevent us from doing that very thing. So when we went looking for a process framework, we wanted to instill enough discipline to restore our momentum and also to avoid stifling the very agility, adaptability, and creativity that is key to our success. Scrum does that. But remember, Scrum is a tool, not a goal.
BT Live
Successful companies are very good at understanding what drives their business and continuously looking to improve in those areas. For a product company, success comes primarily from building things that people want to buy. There are many aspects of that: usefulness, quality, price, service, availability, but they all must be considered from the perspective of the target audience. That audience is the customer who is going to spend the money to buy the product, rather than something else. When we work on Pega's products, we need to always think of the outcome in the context of a customer, and whether what we are building will compel them to want to keep buying from us. Being a customer for our own products is a great way to really understand the experience and make them better. We use some tools to help us measure things like productivity, quality, and efficiency, because we believe that improving in these areas improves the product. However, we're careful to never lose sight of the only real goal, which is measured by answering the question: do people want to buy this? And that is shown very clearly in our sales results. That is why the major component in our corporate incentive plan, CICP, is focused on growth in bookings. So there's the context for our use of Scrum. Now, why did we pick Scrum?
Hey guys, ready to go? How are we getting into the airport? I was thinking T.
I was thinking taxi. I was thinking car.
T.
Taxi. Car. Taxi.
Well, the T's really cheap and we don't have to deal with traffic.
I was taking cab. Cab's quick and simple. My car's right here. We could leave right now.
Guys, I really don't think we should risk traffic this time of day. It could be really bad. Actually, you know what? I can check my phone. Hold on.
Good idea.
Actually, traffic looks pretty good, so we could take a car. But I still think we should take the T.
Look, guys. Our flight leaves in an hour and a half, and the T has a lot of stops. If there's any delays, we might not make it. I think if the traffic's okay, we should drive it.
I guess so. I didn't realize it was quite so late.
So, let's take a cab.
Wait, I still think taking a car would work better.
Yeah, but a cab would be simpler.
Guys, let's think logically. Which one would be faster?
Well, it's about 10 minutes to catch a cab and a 15-minute drive.
Well, the drive's about the same and 12 minutes for parking.
So, how about in terms of cost? Which one's cheaper?
Cab's about $25.
Parking is 24 plus toll.
So, they sound about the same, and a cab is simpler. Let's take a cab.
But wait, if we go by the car, we won't need to buy a cab tomorrow.
Oh, that's a good point, Dean.
Great.
Let's go.
Like the fellow once said,
Taxi. Car.
Guys, let's think logically.
kick in the head.
At Pega, we expect our people to have opinions. We expect those opinions to be based on knowledge, experience, data, and facts. And we expect people to be constantly upgrading their perspective as they dig into a subject area. We expect our people to be passionate and compelling in arguing in support of their opinions, and equally open and thoughtful in considering alternative perspectives. Out of this, decisions get made, sometimes by agreement, sometimes because somebody just has to decide. Once a decision is made, then everybody gets behind it and makes it happen. Scrum sets up these decisions beautifully. It fits our culture perfectly. It provides just enough process discipline to sustain this rhythm of debate, decision, execution over the product development lifecycle. Scrum is a very widely used process framework. Some 74% of organizations use it somewhere. Each tends to adapt it to work best for them.
Now is the time for all good men to get together with one another, iron out their problems and iron out their quarrels, and try to live as brothers, and try to find peace within without stepping on one another. And due respect of the women of the world, just remember we all had mothers.
Make this land a better land in the world in which we live.
And help each man be a better man with the kindness that you give. And I know we can make it.
I know that we can.
I know done well we can work it out.
Oh yes we can. I know we can. Yes we can. And why can't we if we wanna? Yes we can.
I know we can make it work.
I know that we can.
I know.
Pega's roots lie in engineering and technical disciplines. There is considerable experience and expertise in technology and in our products outside of the engineering division. This is unusual and a very powerful advantage for us. We're able to have early discussions about product features and user stories with senior management and product owners that engineers at other companies could only dream about. We share a common vocabulary and understanding. This allows us to leverage many perspectives in grooming stories and get to a more detailed definition of the needed outcome. The partnership between engineers and product owners is close and collaborative, while each understands the role and focus of the other. Successful teams display a great working partnership. They have a shared vision for what is important, that's what people will buy, and how to get that done. So Scrum is small and simple. There are a few things in Scrum that we really value, and you must understand how to do them well.
बार बार देखो हजार बार देखो कि देखने की चीज है हमारा दिल रुबा काले हो काले हो काले हो ओ बार बार देखो हजार बार देखो कि देखने की चीज है हमारा दिल रुबा काले हो काले हो काले हो.
Engineering is about balancing outcomes and expense. Deciding what to leave out is often as important as deciding what to include. This is where having informed opinions and engaging in vigorous debate is really crucial. Change is the only constant in business. Every day, either something will change or your perception of something will change. You need to have a discipline to be aware of change and to adapt to it. The rhythm of Scrum provides that discipline. The key Scrum events, stand-ups, planning meetings, reviews, retrospectives, are designed to allow the team to challenge assumptions and assertions and to use new information to refine the direction and plan. Make sure you engage fully. Don't let meetings ever become just routine. Keep asking, what's changed? And how should that influence our thinking now? Scrum makes it easy for everyone to see where we are. No more subjective status updates and fluffy presentations for management. Keep your data up to date and visible. Pay attention to what it is telling you. Don't try to deceive yourself or anyone else about progress by deferring quality or building up technical debt. Done must be a customer-driven perception or it becomes meaningless. There is no I in team, but great teams comprise talented individuals working together to get something done.
लो मैम आ गया.
Wow, ये तो बहुत सुंदर है. Where did you get it from?
Oh, just from the neighborhood, ma'am.
These next couple of slides identify the various roles that we have supporting effective Scrum at Pega. There are two important partnerships that I want to highlight. We have several product backlogs, each covering a significant product area. For each backlog, we have identified a product owner and an engineering leader. These individuals share joint responsibility for the success, that is, customers want to keep buying things, of that product area. They work together to lay out the roadmap and how to achieve it in collaboration with Scrum teams that are assigned to cover that backlog. The engineering leader is also just that, a leader. They may have direct line responsibility, it depends on the geography, but in any event, they have leadership responsibility for the success of the teams working within their backlog. They act as coach, mentor, visionary, authority, facilitator, and the ultimate decision authority to enable the teams to succeed. This is a very delicate partnership indeed, as the Scrum vision is to encourage teams to be self-organizing. The relationship between engineering leaders and their teams is designed to be light touch, enabling creativity and accountability in the team while leveraging the leader's experience and skills to optimize outcomes. There are more roles laid out in the next slide and in the book, but let's skip ahead now and look at Scrum events and which are really the most valuable.
This time, I'm going to be in the front, you're going to be in the back.
No. Normally put the shorter people on one end of the circle because it ends up making the cooking kind of lopsided.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't know if I trust this part. What you should do is put her in the front of the boat.
Yeah. Get a cramp. I don't want to hear about it.
I want to glow in the dark.
But that's okay because we will become victorious.
Ready to do this?
It's time.
What about you? I haven't heard you say it.
It's now or never.
Okay.
Philosophically, we prefer investing in figuring out how to succeed over catching our failures. Although clearly, there's value in doing both. The Scrum events which provide the greatest opportunities for added value are those that take place before or as the work is being done. Daily stand-ups, grooming sessions, planning meetings. They all provide opportunities for better understanding and a better outcome. Focus first on making those events valuable and successful. Reviews and retrospectives allow us to catch and understand problems and to get better in the future. Be careful to be open to lessons and to focus more on what to do differently and less on who may be to blame. Now at Pega, Scrum is an ongoing journey. We have made a significant commitment to Scrum. It has already helped us to improve our practices and our products. That commitment will continue. Within product operations, we have identified people around the world who will drive Scrum best practices and education so that we will continue to improve and achieve more success by building things that drive bookings. You're invited to contribute your time, energy, intellect, and ideas to making our use of Scrum as great as it can be, always within the context of that important outcome. Building things that people want to keep on buying. Please, engage with your colleagues and make our products truly great. The rewards will be substantial in financial, career, and emotional terms. We have included a few of the references from the book on the upcoming slides. I will leave you now to review them on your own. Thank you for listening. I hope you enjoyed the book, and I hope you find working at Pega as challenging and satisfying as I have done.
Now is the time. Now is the time for all good men to get together with one another, iron out their problems and iron out their quarrels, and try to live as brothers, and try to find peace within without stepping on one another. And do respect of the women of the world. Just remember we all had mothers.
Make this land a better land in the world in which we live.
And help each man be a better man with the kindness that you give. And I know we can make it.
I know that we can.
I know done well we can work it out.
Oh yes we can. I know we can. Yes we can. Why can't we if we wanna? Yes we can.
I know we can make it work.